diagnosed it as cholera. I was wrong. I searched for answers. And found a cure. But lost a wife. A man of reason suddenly adrift in a sea of marvels. The miraculous had become unquestionably real. And the craving for more answers began. The quest of the powerless man seeking power in his world. My knowledge became a formidable weapon, formidable enough to topple kings of darkness. Thus, the son of a bookkeeper became a legend, striking terror into the heart of terror itself. I am Albrecht Van Helsing.
At least tell me why. You can't tell me that much.
Well, you can't play guitar for shit. Isn't that reason enough? Seriously, your tremolo sounds like you're having a fucking fit.
I came here so we could burn this place together. For us. For the band.
We didn't come here to torch a church, Christopher. We came here to torch the whole fucking world. Hold him!
Lars, Marcus, listen to me. We've known each other since we were kids. You don't believe all this conspiracy shit about monsters ruling the world?
I said, hold him still.
It's fucking crazy! Get this fucking thing off me!
Don't tell me you idiots forgot the fucking rope. Whatever, man. Just give me the crowbar.
No! Don't leave! I'll do whatever you want.
What about the police, Thomas?
I'm gonna call them myself. I can't wait to see their faces when they get here.
Thomas, are you sure this is going to work?
We've come too far for you to start having doubts, Lars. You think that antique dealer was lying about the mask? After what Marcus did to him? Have faith, my friend. We're the sons of Balor. We're part of a cult that has endured for centuries. And when we awaken our master, he will make us his skulls, howling songs at his side as he scorches the world.
No! No! No!
What the hell is that? Sounds like a fucking dinosaur.
It's him!
Look, Christopher. But you broke his legs. That's not Chris.
Welcome, Balor, the voice of fire. What can we do that would please you, Dark Master?
What's wrong with his face? Give me the torch.
Where is this?
Norway, my lord. Not far from Oslo, but much has changed since your passing. The congregation has been destroyed, the defenders of mankind broken and scattered. Now the world belongs to your people. The congregation is now in the hands of your sister.
That cunt! Where?
Rome, my lord. But she's too powerful. The legion of the congregation now hunt for her, armed with the world's most powerful relics and centuries of dark knowledge. But I know the rite of ascension, the means by which you can reach her. Tear her treacherous heart from her breast. You can build us a new world from...
You are mine now.
I've been yours ever since I first read about you. I've learned everything, studied your history, memorized every invocation. I named my band in honor of your cult and sung your praises. All I ever wanted is to stand by your side and help you take this shitty fucking world for your own. But the sun will be upon us soon, my lord. Here, I have a car.
Car? Tell me of this car. Tell me of my treacherous whore sister. Tell me everything of this new world, so I may decide which part shall be first to burn.
You will remain calm, young man, and focus on the sound of my voice, which is all you can hear. In a moment, I will count backwards from 5, and you will lose consciousness. And when you awaken, you will have no memory of either myself or this young woman. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I left it too late this time, and now the hunger's upon me. My hands are trembling so much I can't even keep the needle steady. There. Thank God I no longer have to cook it. Creating a compound was troublesome enough even when I had the laboratory. My body must be adapting like that of any hunted animal. Forgive me, Lord. The stolen blood melts into me, softening the stiffness in my joints, illuminating the darkness in the world. I recall being something of a philosopher in my youth. I wonder what that young man would have made of this inquiry. When a man abandons himself to duty, what then remains of the man? What does he become? What force now drives him? Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 1 month since my last confession. I came to this country seeking other survivors, thinking there may be some way we could rally and save the world from damnation. But I found no one. It appears I alone have survived. And now it is only a matter of time before the agents of darkness find me. And when they do, I can expect no mercy. And yet, despite the horrors that await me, I am resolved to continue until the Lord himself sees fit to take me.
Target is 12 feet from you, 2 o'clock. Got it. Approach with caution, 04. Ha! The old bastard's got game.
Fucking vampires. They brought dogs.
Scheiße!
Must make sure not to leave a trail. Fortunately, the wound will not take long to heal. Another benefit of my addiction. Also, I know these tunnels as well as any rabbit. The congregation were adept at secrecy. For centuries, we defended mankind, battled monsters in the shadows. Alas, no more. The heroes lost. The monsters prevailed. They found me. Impossible. I have hunted these creatures for more years than I can count, and they have had just as long to think of ways to watch me die. Forgive my weakness, Lord. I'm only human. Jan, Maria, I want so much to join you both, but I cannot. Not yet.
Target acquired. Tell Patrol with that tracer in the girl's blood works like a charm. So this is him. This is the monster we've been hunting for the last 20 years.
Commander Petrova, you said to bring him to you as soon as he arrived. Athena, what is this new plaything you've brought us?
Minister, may I introduce Mr. Albrecht Van Helsing.
Which hole shall we fuck first, Minister?
Though I walk into trouble.
Signor Van Helsing,
Thou shalt
we're
stretch
going to
forth
make
thy
your
hand.
prayers last another century at least.
Mr. Van Helsing, please forgive the exuberance of my colleagues. They've had a little too much to drink. Rest assured, you are a guest of the new congregation. Captain, please ensure our friend is fed and showered. I want to see him in the briefing room within the hour.
Yes, Commander. And the Council want to see him dead within the next 5 minutes, Commander Petrova. We have only just learned of this creature's arrival, but are already in agreement.
Cardinal?
He must be delivered for execution immediately.
My hands to war and my fingers to fight.
Fuck off back to your choir boys, Vargas. The new congregation answer to no one but his unholiness.
And for the last 20 years, His Unholiness has wanted the head of the old congregation's most feared agent. Only then will the weeds of the human resistance finally wither and die.
A few survivors scattered about the globe are the least of our concerns right now. Were you not listening when I explained what's coming for us?
The only monster we see in our doorsteps, Signora Petrova, is this one.
Exactly why we need him, Cardinal.
I bless you. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Excorcisata ad effugandum omnem potestatem inimice. Hear your faithful servant and be present, O God. Reconsecrate this house, I beseech thee.
Stand down! No one kills him unless I say so. Van Helsing! Balor has returned!
How?
The Mask of Resurrection. It turned up at an antiques dealer in Norway. My brother's followers stole it and used it to bring him back. That was 3 days ago. We've been unable to track him since and have no idea what he's planning to do next.
You murdered him, and now you want me to protect you from him.
You know what he is, Van Helsing. And you know that unless you help me stop him, there won't be a world left for anyone to save.
And then there's this. It's a UV flashbang grenade. We've spent millions developing the mercury diffuser to achieve an effective kill radius.
I made one of those out of a soda can last week. And it's rechargeable.
Van Helsing, you've refused our offer of food and a shower, and I assure you we're all very impressed by your resolve. But will you at least take a proper field kit?
Thank you, Madam Petrova, but I've survived long enough and killed enough without the need for expensive toys.
You think arrogance will help you kill my brother? I sincerely hope you read his file like I asked.
Before you devils took over the congregation, I had a habit of memorizing every file I read. I doubt you've added anything in the 2 pages that were in there the last time I looked. So please correct me if I'm wrong, madam. Balor, Transylvanian Saxon for dragon, was sighted somewhere in the Carpathians circa early 15th century. He is of the Petrova bloodline, but mixed with something else. His true name and origin are a mystery, even to me. His legend was born out of battling the Ottoman Turks alongside the Impaler. His bloodlust unquenchable. War was the only thing that could contain him. He was a force of nature, an elemental, a fire that knows nothing except havoc. He wandered the continent, drawn wherever the fighting was thickest, battling the enemy one day and his allies the next, even turning upon his own for the sake of an hour's combat. So the House of Petrova sent his sweet sister Athena to reason with him, accompanied by several friends. The holy men blessed your brother's armor. And, well, I'm sure you can remember the details of that encounter better than I. The legend said that Balor's jawbone was the only part of his unholy form not burned to ash by the sun, and that a cult of followers who called themselves the Sons of Balor found it several days later. They preserved this relic inside a mask engraved with glyphs of resurrection, early Nemortian if I recall correctly, but they lost this precious bauble before they could bring him back to life, and have been searching for it ever since. Now it seems their persistence has finally been rewarded. I don't recall anything in that file about the rite of ascension. The Sons of Balor are said to have spent centuries searching for a way to grant their master some kind of kingly power upon his return. I hope the prospect of an all-powerful vampire madman was one taken seriously since you took over the congregation.
We've had better things to do than obsess over folktales, Van Helsing. Balor's return is something none of us could have predicted.
Better things? Like slaughtering my people and ensuring the extinction and enslavement of humanity? Your single-mindedness may prove to be your downfall.
Your gifts are many, man of God, but a sense of irony isn't among them. Now that you've finished checking your equipment for tracking devices, have you wondered at all why we're letting you back into the field alone?
Because you know I'll kill anyone you send with me the first chance I get.
Well, that too. But remember that tracer in your blood? I'm guessing you were thinking of flushing it out with some kind of transfusion, yes? The truth is, it's now bonded with your DNA, permanently. We can find you now wherever you are in the world.
Or you could be lying.
Run, and you'll find out. But do you really want to spend the rest of your days being hunted, soiling your veins with stolen blood till God Almighty finally decides to end your misery? Here's one expensive toy that might interest you. It's a modified version of your blood serum. Cleaner. 3 times as potent. We can give you an unlimited supply, Albrecht. That and our protection from every other monster out there that you pissed off over the last 100 years. That means no more running. No more scavenging.
I want nothing from you.
Of all the monsters that could be ruling this world, we are the most humane. If my people fall, the spell we have cast over humanity will be broken, and they will see the earth for what it truly is. Hell. And if Balor attains the power he seeks, I too want you to save the world, Van Helsing. Save it from a hell even worse than this one. You're welcome. My people will escort you to your plane. Call me once you've spoken to your contact. I want to know what we're dealing with here as soon as possible. Godspeed, Van Helsing.
Warsaw. I saw firsthand the agonies of its past. Semper Invicta, ever invincible. Such life, so many voices. I can see now why the Nameless chose to set it. He was a connoisseur of words, fluent in every arcane tongue, including that of every creature that flies or crawls. Thus every whisper in Europe reached his ears. I have unfortunate news, Madame Petrova. The Nameless is dead.
Murdered?
Possibly.
When?
Within the last 24 hours. I found a pack of gravelings feeding on the body when I arrived.
Is this all you can tell me?
Patience, madam. I'm about to find out.
Process.
Well, vermin, am I to break your other arm?
Wasn't us. We don't kill him. We could smell the blood. The birds were singing him. We were waiting for him to sleep so we could eat what was left. And the monster came. A blood drinker, the biggest I've ever seen. They didn't speak. They just froze. When he ate the monster's heart, there was a sound like thunder breaking. Like the vampire was drinking the heart of a storm. A storm that somehow became part of him.
Balor absorbed the nameless powers? How?
This vampire, was he alone?
There was a boy with him.
The one from the church, Thomas. He must have directed Balor here. Find out why.
Patience. And what was this boy doing?
Skull fucking your mother, sweetmeat! Sneller! Oh!
The boy. What was he doing? If you force me to ask you again, I will remove your limbs and let your friends devour what remains.
He was reading from a book when the vampire ate the nameless's heart. Then they flew west.
With me, you can! I want to drown in your blood! Not enough! Never enough! This madness ends now! You feel the call of the wild, Monsieur Balor, Mad Dog of House Petrova. Once you've joined our pack, perhaps you'll be in more of a mood to explain yourself. You return from the dead, polluting the earth with your presence. And the first thing you do is storm my burrow, murder my brothers and sisters. As if your kind have not taken enough from us. Why, monsieur? What has Lebet done to offend you? Is your sister in a new congregation behind this? Her human predecessors hunted us almost to extinction. Now she poisons what little of the earth they left behind. You want to see her head on a stake as much as I, don't you? Then tell me, mon ami. Tell me how I may help you.
Master, are you hurt? Master?
Read!
Yes, of course. Odia evocationem mim. Tenebris deos ambulant. Damnatorum regna!
You said the boy was reading from a book, Ghoul. Can you remember anything of what you said?
It sounded like he was calling something. It said it over and over. Tenebris deos.
Tenebris deos. The dark gods. The pantheon of monsters. He's performing the rite of hearts.
The what?
It's Mayan blood magic. The words of the incantation existed only in fragments. The sons of Balor must have pieced them together. It is through this ritual that they will grant their master power over the world. Through air and earth, fire and blood. Mein Gott. We may have lost already, Madame Petrova. Balor is himself a being of pure bloodlust, and has already killed the Nameless, and no doubt by now, the Shifter King in the West. Their elemental powers are now his to command. He has one more heart left to consume before he has power enough to consume the world. Fortunately, I think I know to whom that final heart may belong.
Agent Van Helsing has arrived in Cairo, Commander.
Any word from airspace?
Nothing yet, but we're covering the whole of Southern Europe and North Africa, as well as every dock and airport.
The Sons of the Dragon scream!
He's going to have to get pretty creative if he wants to slit the neck.
The shapeshifter will have given him a good fight. May even have killed him.
But even if he's not licking his wounds and found a transport for the sun cover, we'll still be at least 3 hours ahead of him. More than enough time to extract our friendly. Remind the team that she likes formalities. Tell Van Helsing he's going to have to go through whatever diva bullshit he has to go through. She's volatile at the best of times, so buy her flowers, tongue her asshole, whatever it takes to get her on that fucking plane. We can't afford any delays.
The Queen says she wants to see the old man alone first.
She's got 5 minutes.
She's got as long as she fucking wants, man.
See you in 5 minutes, piece of shit.
Queen Nematari, honored bride of Ra. The world is in peril from a legendary horror. This creature would seek to kill you and devour your immortal heart to gain sovereignty over the sun. The new congregation, therefore, insists you accept their offer of hospitality and protection until this matter is resolved.
Oh, you smell like a camel's asshole, man.
Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Don't I keep every Valtakia in the region off their backs? Don't I keep their fucking supply routes open for them? They are disrespectful, man. And how come God's holy asshole is working for the bloodsuckers? I'm gonna sit right here until you tell me, old man.
I understand your caution, Your Majesty. My alliance with the vampires is indeed incredible, but I'm afraid God wills it, however unsavory the experience may be for me. Rest assured, I'm here to protect you. Now, if you will...
Don't touch him! Fucker wants to play.
Report confirmed, Commander. A passenger jet has gone down just outside Damherd. Believed hijack. Target could be less than an hour from Van Helsing's position.
He's not answering. Must still be talking to her.
He's taking his time. Hope he hasn't pissed her off.
Ibn Al-Shamuta. You think my people shuffle around in bandages like an old man with shit in his pants, huh? Your masters think I'm an easy fucking kill. Is this what you're telling me, man? I killed assassins for the pharaohs 2,000 years before the Virgin shut your price into existence. Consider him, look, you stinking dog fucker. Deal with his people. Get rid of the car. Take care of the sentries. Get her over. We'll have them creeping around all over the place.
Wait. Listen to me. They want you alive. You're a valuable asset to them. Balor is coming for you, and when he finds you, he will drink your heart's blood and walk unimpeded across the earth, killing all in his path. Spare the rest of my team. For the sake of yourself and all you have built, Your Majesty, you must go with them.
We've just lost contact with Van Helsing.
We just lost contact with the entire team.
My God, what have I done? I had a clear shot, but I never imagined a Revenant could possess such speed.
This, then, is what I will take first from you. Your masters can have you back once I've broken you. I'm sure they can't wait to hear you explain your bullshit, man. The mask, let me explain this. This is the Death Master Celebi, the Damned, a petty nobleman of the 6th dynasty. A curse is upon this. It will fill your head with visions of doubt until your faith is broken and you will...
Valor will find you wherever you are, Namatari.
Queen Namatari, you fuck! You think I can't handle a single vampire? I'm going to show your masters that I'm worthy of my name.
Does that help you?
I do not need help. What I need is to show every fucker that doubts me exactly what I'm capable of. I will defy my people, their gods, even death itself, and I will sow scorpions into the belly of the next cunt who offers me his help. And if I'm not fit to rule my empire, then that's cool, man. Legends are worth more than lives, huh?
Speak. Your Majesty, the club has been destroyed. Lightning, so by a storm. It was like God himself was...
I think both of us are about to find out who we truly are, old man.
Wait! Listen! Please!
It's a good thing I've been dead for 4,000 years. See now.
Such power, Master! More than I could have ever believed was possible. I'm writing a song about it. I shall read it to you when...
I'm bored. This world. Too many buildings here. Too much talk. The weight of a sword in my hand. Warm blood flowing through my fingers. The screams of the women as I burn their children before them. I miss the old times. You finished? What are you? Fireproof, you cunt. I was guardian to the High Priestess of Ra, mummified according to the sacred rites of the Sun God. You think your God will protect you from me? Fuck the gods. I don't need their help in taking your head and ramming a stake up your ass. I serve the gods in an age when every last man believes them as real as stone and sky. You interest me. Shut the fuck up, man. This is my legend I'm telling you here. A snake bite took my priestess, and I was made ready to guard her in the afterlife. 26 years of human life spent in servitude to the gods. What a fucking waste, man. My soul drifted through the Shadelands until the trespassers invaded our tomb. My first thought, upon waking alongside my sisters, was not to protect our priestess, to obey gods long forgotten. For the first time in 4,000 years, I made a decision of my own. My body was an empty shell, preserved by ancient magic. Before I could build an empire of my own, I needed to become whole. What good is a mask without something to hide? I'm bored now. Give me some fight! You're right, man. I talk too long. I better kill you before the sun does it for me.
I have a lockpick sewn into a scar on my left arm, and the walls of the sarcophagus are ancient, weak. I hear cracks grinding, must keep slamming my weight against them. Hope the sod gives way before that ceiling caves in. But this cursed mask is already working its dark magic. Already I'm surrounded by whispering faces. I close my eyes to shut them out. But the eyes of the mind behold even greater terrors. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, thou wilt revive me. Thou shalt stretch forth thine hand. A familiar voice calls my name. You are not real. Magic-induced visions, nothing more. No, not visions. A mortal life long forgotten. I took more than pride in my work. I took pleasure. A ruthless satisfaction in the certainty that another horror had been extinguished, winning another fraction of control over the chaos of the world. No, I took no pleasure in this. I was doing God's work. God's work? or my own? It was faith, duty. Ha! Masks I wore to conceal the truth. Cowardly excuses to commit atrocities that satisfied my own desires. Ignore the voices. They are conjured by Nematari's cursed mask. They are not my own. I feel another tremor as Titans battle above me. The wall gives way beside me. I throw my weight again. Forgive me, Lord. I love you and only you. I believe in you and only you. I believe in myself and the truth. I pinch the scar on my arm until the flesh pops wet between my fingers. Then I fumble for the key to my salvation. The chamber will collapse any second. Will God choose to end my life here, or does he still have work for me? The choice is mine, not his. Fuck him. I alone have chosen to endure. There is no one to love but myself. A martyrdom of my own making. God has not abandoned me. He was never there. I am free! Damn this mask! These blasphemies are not mine. It's junk. Not a cursor artifact at all, just a cheap clay prop from a market trader. Another piece of Nematari's trash. She tricked me. Every vision, every word, all of this madness is my own. Mein God, forgive me. Do not forsake me, Lord.
You fight good! Good!
This is one creepy motherfucker. Gonna be glad when the sun shuts you up, man. Nobody fucked with the queen after this, huh? The congregation's gonna owe me big. Fuck it.
Odia evocationem meme. Tenebris deos. Ambulant damnatorum regna. Protigam absol. Master, are you alright? Did I read the spell correctly? Thank God! I mean, I can't fucking believe this, right? I've done it! It all worked! Master, I'm going to stand by your side and watch you build a new world, and I will be your first and most faithful apostle. I will... Master! Master, Rome is that way! This is a test, isn't it? Master!
It seems our gods have forsaken us, boy.
What? Who are you?
Well, I suppose that is entirely up to me now, isn't it?
Area secure. The creature flew on alone. Where's the boy? What's wrong with him? Just get him inside.
I know you'll save me, Master. I know you can hear my prayers. I'm not afraid. I have faith.
Where is she? When she ordered an evacuation, I assumed she wouldn't include herself.
On the contrary, Cardinal Vargas, she's on her way to Port Aviolto. From there, she's taking a private vessel and will be engaging that target at sea before he can reach her. Once engaged, I'll self destroy the vessel and everyone on board. We have jets on a carrier nearby that will mop up any resistance.
Ever the diva, our little Miss Petrova. Once again, the simplest solution eludes her.
What are we doing here?
I'm sorry, Commander. You need to come with us.
So where's the target right now?
He's 3 hours south over the Tyrrhenian. Been wheeling all over the place. Probably enjoying the sunshine now that he can. All units have been ordered to hold back. We don't want to provoke him before he reaches Commander Petrova. Now, Cardinal, if you don't mind, I have to...
I'd like you to scramble jets to intercept the target immediately!
I'm sorry, Cardinal, with all due respect, Commander Petrova is in charge of this department.
Captain, may I speak to Madame Petrova? Or is she not in the mood for talking right now? Captain? Forgive me, Lieutenant. Could you possibly open a channel for me?
Attention all air crews! This is Cardinal Vargas. Due to her disgraceful lack of judgment in allowing her operative to compromise our procedures in the Middle East, the Council has decided to court-martial Commander Asina Petrova. Please ignore any previous orders you have received from her.
Vargas, what are you doing?
As of now, I am Congregation Commander and Head of Security, and as such, I order the immediate arrest of Madame Petrova. You will be pardoned, any and all use of force, unreasonable or not.
Just to let you flyboys know, I have 2 loyal bodyguards sat beside me who won't hesitate to kill the pair of you and fly this thing to Aviolto themselves.
Loyal, huh? To the congregation, yes. Asina Petrova is in custody, Commander.
Now where's that creature she sent after her brother?
He's less than an hour away, sir. Understood, Commander.
Excellent! That's one less complication we have to deal with. Now about those jets, Lieutenant.
Yes, Commander. They're scrambling now.
Tower, this is Raider 1. We have target captured. Copy, Raider 1. You are cleared hot. Where the fuck did that storm cloud come from?
Raider 1, this is Mother. Do you copy?
Merda! Give me that headset!
Perimeter alarm. Control.
Vargas? What are you waiting for, Cardinal? And with both hands tied behind my back, you fuck! So, this is what the end of the world looks like. I'm getting tired of waiting, you fucker.
Madame Petrova, you'll catch your death out here.
Van Helsing?
I assume it was a sudden change of management. You'll be pleased to hear, however, that my homemade UV device didn't have quite the intensity I expected. I had to finish off my assailants with the blunt end of a fire extinguisher.
And after what you did in Cairo, Van Helsing, guess what I'm going to do to finish you off?
Actually, madam, might I offer a more constructive course of action? The congregation vaults contain something that I believe may be useful in the current circumstances. However, I would require your passage. I assure you, madam, my experience in Cairo has left me a changed man. In fact, What I have planned may even be a fitting retribution for my past sins. Now, madam, if you wouldn't mind, I believe we have a monster to kill.
Brother!
Can't!
Take my pass key. Do whatever the fuck you're going to do with it, Van Helsing. No lightning bolts, brother. No howls of transformation.
I am going to make you hollow with my hands. I will weigh you, smother myself in you while you watch. Fill the skies with your screams.
Lycanthropes, a fascinating genus. In most species, over 40% of their brain is devoted to their sense of smell, while the other 60% is devoted to satisfying their unnatural hunger, which makes them surprisingly easy to elude, especially when one takes the precaution of filling their pockets with fresh werewolf feces. I think I learned that trick during an operation in the Ukraine, long ago, in another life. I haven't been in here in over a decade. Everything's been moved, except what I'm looking for. As though the new vault keepers feared to touch it. And for good reason.
Father was wrong about you, Belor. The truth is, you wouldn't burn half as bright if you didn't care. He knew your blood was corrupted. He mistook you for a mad dog, the fire that knows nothing except how to burn. You're too dumb to know it. But you haven't forgotten why you're burning in the first place, have you?
You betrayed me, denied me this world for centuries.
And why do you give a fuck? You risked your newfound existence, faced the world's greatest horrors just to get back at me. Why? Because I'm the one who made you before I killed you, and neither by choice. You remember what you once were, don't you? It's still in there, isn't it? Buried beneath the hunger and the rage. It's in that yearning for the old world. Maybe you do have brains enough to know that once you've scorched this world of life and driven yourself to starvation, you still won't have replaced what you lost. Ah! That you're even listening to me tells me I'm right. Ah!
Hurry and heal, sister. I want to break you again soon.
Does he recognize it? The armor he wore the day his sister murdered him. Sanctified by the blessings of a dozen living saints, its aura, a ward against evil. Its merest touch a scourge upon the damned. Self-hypnosis blocks much of the pain, but not the smell of my own flesh, crisping, sizzling like meat in the pan. My courage threatens to abandon me. And for the first time in my life, I face the devil alone. Sacred bullets. Unfortunately, I had no time to snatch any other such trinkets from the vault. Now I must improvise. Unharmed but blinded. Now. Nothing left. No more tricks. No heavenly reassurances. He doesn't give me the chance to run this time. I'm lashing out like a cornered animal, choking on the blood in my throat. Splintered bones stabbing my insides. My mantra falters. An inferno of pain consumes me. This is not how my legend will end. Flailing like an overturned tortoise. Know this. Before I die, I will ensure you remember me. Fucker! My armored fingers clutching at his lifeless organs, groping for his heart. I've been fed on before, but never with such ferocity. Every pull draining what feels like an ocean of blood. I hear myself commence a new mantra. I am Albrecht Van Helsing. Fighter. Killer. Monster. The dragon's fangs sink even deeper into my throat, and for a moment, we are one. Two snakes devouring one another, each lending strength to the other. But whose bloodlust is greater? Whose humanity more unreachable? My body swells with his strength, healing me. My thumb finds an eye socket, and I feel something like a scream welling up inside him. No, not a scream.
A changed man, huh? Not sure I see the difference. Why do you think I recruited you in the first place? I take it our arrangement still stands. All the serum you want, remember? All the monsters you could possibly want to kill. The world needs monsters like us, Van Helsing. In the realms of the damned, we're the only way of living your life in service to God.
Fucking vampire.